happening right now, and to help alleviate the stress for families during COVID-19, one local organization decided to provide support and resources to help serve the need of the people in the Bronx. Joining me right now to tell us all about these efforts is Associate Executive Director of Programs at Eastside House Settlement, Natalie Lozada. So good morning to you, Natalie. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. Thanks for joining us, and I'm looking forward to hearing about this. So tell me more about what exactly your organization has been doing to help the most impacted during the virus.
Well, we have been around since the late 1800s, and we've had to evolve a number of times over the years to meet those needs. And there was no difference when COVID-19 hit.
Yeah.
We found out right away that students and families did not have tablets to really deal with the virtual learning and distance learning that was going on. So first and foremost, we got about 300 tablets and over 100 hotspots for the community. But that also sparked some other needs that were coming up, and that was really around food.
Yeah.
There were so many families who did not have access to food, loss of jobs, loss of income, and how can you be educated? How can you go on through a pandemic when you don't even have a basic necessity in their house? And so, with some help, we ended up with about 43,000 pounds of potatoes from some farmers that wanted to help out. And that sparked our program, Harvest to Haven, where now we've served over 150,000 pounds of fresh foods, pantry items, literally to the community that we're serving.
I mean, so it sounds like you're really keeping up with the demand when it comes to food. So I
Yes.
want to talk about what you're now doing, which involves some wellness checks as well. And it gives some relief to families that are feeling isolated. So tell me about those wellness checks and how you actually go about them safely.
So we believe in the primary person model, which means nobody should be left or falling between the cracks. So we pride ourselves on building relationships with families that we serve. And when we had this pandemic and even afterwards, we realized there were so many families that were isolated. So between us making phone calls, delivering goods to their homes, checking in, maybe even seeing if a Zumba class or something that we were offering might be of interest, whatever we could do to engage the families and the parents and the students. And we found that just sometimes people just needed to talk to someone. They just
Yeah.
needed to know that somebody cared. So if it was as simple as a phone call or maybe something else that might come from that phone call, we just felt like we could step up and meet that need, and that's what we've done.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, right? So many people are isolated, and then so many people are also living alone. On top of the
Yeah.
isolation, they can't go out, they can't see their neighbors, they can't see their friends. So that phone call, even from a stranger, goes so far. So what do you
Yeah.
need? What do you need in terms of help?
Honestly, support. We have been really lucky to have friends of Eastside House who've been able to donate, fundraise for us. You have no idea how $32 can put a box together of food to a family, or even just getting us some technology, some more computers, more laptops, especially given what's about to happen with students and families as we go into the new school year. The fact of the matter is, virtual learning and distance learning is not going away. And we
Right.
have so many families who have one laptop for 3 or 4 children in the house. So any way that we can identify resources for that, anything that can come our way, we promise we will get it to the families and we will do our best to serve.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the next obstacle, right, is what happens in September when everybody goes back to school or doesn't go back to school, and they have to figure out not only the technology aspect, but childcare, when parents go back to
Right.
work as well, and you will be there for them every step of the way as well. Hey, thank you so much for what you're doing for your community. It's so, so important.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, thank you for shedding light on it. Stay safe to you, okay?